It was the summer of 1997 in Jacksonville, Illinois, when 8 children, all female and between the ages of 5 and 10, had mysteriously disappeared from the town. Investigators used the majority of their force, additional special forces from Chicago, sniffer dogs, and just about every possible eyewitness they could acquire from the town, which was a shockingly little amount when you combine the case of all 8 girls. Law enforcement declared a curfew for every child under the age of 16, recommended people only to go out at later hours if it was extremely urgent, and anyone suspicious traveling around the town during evening hours was brought into the station for questioning. However, evidence ended up futile and inconclusive, the case eventually being declared cold by the end of the year. Eventually, 3 years later, the investigation was called back into the spotlight after a local Caucasian male by the name of David Almont had confessed to his role in the disappearance of all 8 girls to the Jacksonville Police Department. While he informed them of their disappearance, he was oddly reluctant and unresponsive when he was brought in for questioning by police. The man had little of a criminal record, other than 2 parking violations and a noise-disturbing complaint from one of his neighbors. Other than that, though, he was well known around the town for preaching the words of how the one true God had spoken through him, and being a leader of what was described as a closed and inverted cult group. Anytime he was asked for the children's location, he would simply reply, "Buried." One day, during August, after several weeks of vague answers and lackluster response, Mr. Almont came into the Jacksonville station carrying a plain, small, black, hardback notebook with the title "Done" written in white across the top. He handed it to one of the 2 officers questioning him and simply said in a quiet, monotonous voice, "If someone reads that book, he is satisfied," with a blank expression on his face. "I was simply serving the one true friend, unlike you." At this point, he had a somewhat satisfactory grin on his face. Officer Foley, one of the officers questioning him, flicked through the notebook and found the following contents. 2 days after the evidence was brought in and analyzed, 8-year-old Sally Parker from Jacksonville, Illinois was reported missing.